Good morning, everyone. I hope you are doing well. And as you may know or may not know, today is the day I go and be MC for the Women in Business Conference for the South Metro Denver Chamber of Commerce. So I'm really excited. I got all dolled up. I look like I'm professional. I know these people have no idea what they're in store for, but I'm pretty excited for the day. So let's go ahead and share this out. Today's show, I'm going to talk about a quick way for you to make money by the end of the year. Now, on Thursdays, we talk about feeding the budget. And if feeding your budget, if you're kind of stuck with figuring out what to do, how to make money, I have a simple solution for you. I've done it and it actually works. And sometimes I'm actually surprised. You ever be surprised when something actually works? So I want to tell you this little method that I figured out a year ago. Now, I'm not saying you're going to make $1 billion, but it was like a last minute thing. I am all about experimentation and I want to tell you about it to see where you can take it. I want you to take it and just run with it. Okay. So let's go ahead and share this out to a couple of folks. Maybe we get some people to join me on a Thursday morning. It's cloudy here in Denver and I am excited about it because it's been hot. It has been hot. Let me go ahead and get this started here on Instagram. So for those of you who are tuning in, you have no idea who I am. I'm popping up in your feed. I am Phylecia Jones, budgetologist and solopreneur, money management expert, and you are watching Ask the Budgetologist. And every morning I come to you and answer any questions you have around business, budgeting, and solo entrepreneurship. And of course, I give you tons of unsolicited financial advice. That's kind of what I do. And on Thursdays, we talk about feeding the budget, i.e., there are two sides to the budget. You got to manage the budget and you have to feed it. If you're not feeding your budget on a consistent basis, it's called overspending. I mean, that's just called, it's so funny when people are like, I have this in my budget. It's just a way to say I need to spend money. But I want you to feed your budget because I need to help you budget the money that you have. So that's what we're going to talk about today. This is a little quick method that I used a year ago to make some quick cash, and it might be what you need so that you can end the year off on top. And remember, what you do in the next 90 days, starting October 1st, is how you will walk into the new year. And that's what we're going to talk about. So I come to you live here on Facebook.com/Keep Up Mrs. Jones, and also over at Keep Up Mrs. Jones on Instagram. So, hey, all my IGers over there, you might be seeing my hair. I just did my hair this morning, so I'm like off and on blow drying. I got dressed. The girl is all spanked up. I am ready to go conquer this conference. And oh my gosh, I have one ticket left. I have a very last minute ticket. If you just happen to be in the South Metro Denver area and you want to come to a conference, I mean, like seriously, text me. I can get you in today, all day, food included, happy hour included. Boom. My favorite time of day. All right. So really excited about that. Send all your positive vibes because I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous anymore about this event. I'm really excited. I practiced reading last night, so I got all my bios, everything ready to go. This is so different than this is very different than giving a keynote talk because I can't be that prepared. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But let me give a shout out. Hey, Heather. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Beatrice. And thank you. I gotta look all professional for this event. And hey, Kat, how you doing? All right. So quick thing for all my speakers. Oh my gosh, I just uploaded another video last night. I have about 5 more to go, but I just uploaded a video on how to work a seminar or a conference like today to get more speaking gigs. So if you are interested in that, for those of you who are members, go ahead and jump in and take a look at it. For those of you who are not and you want to get more speaking gigs on your calendar, all you have to do is go over to keepupmrsjones.com/your-next-5 and let's land your next 5 speaking gigs. And I'm breaking down how to find gigs in all the places. So far, we have Twitter, Facebook, hotels, conferences. What else do I have? I have something else on there. I forgot. Google. How to search on the Google. And I haven't even gotten to the internet and Instagram. So I got all the places for you. I got you covered. All right. Let's talk about this method of how you can make money before the end of the year. Now, right now we are in the planning phase of how we're going to kick off October 1st. We got to have a plan for how we're going to kick off October 1st. And for those of you who are watching, please share this out. If you know you got a client or two that needs to make some money so they can pay you, send this to them so it can help them out as well, okay? But right now we are planning for what's going to happen come October 1st. We've talked about revenue goals. We've talked about having a morning routine. We've talked about being focused, being consistent. Hey, Twyla, how you doing? But right now, if you are struggling, if you are absolutely struggling with how you're going to make money before the end of the year, I have a quick way for you to do it. So get your pens and paper. And if this is of any interest to you, let me know and I'll actually create something and I'll send it to you. I have a lot of things going on, but if all of you really love this and you shout at me and yell that you need this on paper, I'll make some things happen. But here's what I was doing. I was talking to a friend yesterday and, hey, Cassie, how you doing? And she was trying to figure out some ways to, generate some quick cash and try to launch a new program and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, it's the end of the year. I don't know if you really need to launch a new program. What you need to do is test case a program. So you need to test case a program. And that is something that I have done in my business. And, and it's pre-selling. And when I mentioned like pre-sell it, and she's like, ugh, she had to look like pre-selling. Hands down, everyone. I have used pre-selling for everything I have done in my business. I didn't know if I was doing something real or not, but hands down, I have done pre-selling to make money. Now, I should write that stuff down every time I do it because I forget, but pre-selling works. Now, here's pre-selling, my definition of pre-selling. You put a concept out there to the world, you get people to pay for it. If they pay for it, you build it. If they don't, you didn't waste any time. Like right now, I threw up something that's a pre-sale, and I'm probably going to work on it next year, but a pre-sale for a course on how to live stream on Facebook. Now, I don't know if people are interested in that. Okay, I'll throw a price up, and I haven't really marketed or anything, but we'll see. If 2 or 3 people buy it, then all right, I'll whip up something and I'll serve those people, or I give them their money back, but we don't give people their money back. We just deliver. So I like pre-selling. It has hands down worked for me. Now, I'm going to step you through something I did last year. It was called the Holiday Budgeting Club. Now, it was very, very last minute. I didn't prep very well for it, but I actually got a handful of people to join it. It was a low cost item. It was a no-brainer cost. People got into it, and it was just really, 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 really simple. I made money. Everybody was happy. They got videos. Boom. All right. So here are the steps to running something just like that. So I call mine the Holiday Budgeting Club. Whatever you can do, we're going to call it a club. It's going to be the copywriting club, for Twyla. It's going to be your retail club, retail sales club. And it's a very short amount of time where you can deliver something that people need. You can get money off of it and everybody's happy. Boom. Everybody's happy. If they pay $68 for it and they don't show up, not your problem, because you're going to tell them how and when and how to get all the videos and everything. And you don't have to spend any money doing this. Now, Heather is saying pre-selling is a great way to test demand and find out what people want to see in the course before you go live. Great advice. Always pre-sell. I kind of pre-sold the land your next 5 gigs. It's kind of pre-selling right now, but I'm just making videos and just tossing things in there, and it's amazing. People have been buying. Thank you all for those who have purchased the course. I love you. I love you to death. But pre-selling is the way to go. So what I'm advising to you is whatever you do in your business, do a quick little club. Don't do a challenge. A challenge, now it depends. A challenge could work. A challenge may mean that I am expecting some kind of goal. But right now, it could just be a club of, I'm just going to step you through some things. You get some results. That's great. If not, then you can upsell and you can work with me. All right. So what I did was the Holiday Budgeting Club. And so like I was saying, like for you, Heather, it'll be the Copywriting Club. For you, Twyla, it could be the Retail Sales Club or whatever you want to work on. It really doesn't matter. Hey, Amy, how you doing this morning? Hey, Mona Pettit? Monica Pettit. Monica Pettit. Oh, I blew that, girl. How you doing this morning on Instagram? And Tyler's saying doing this now, and it's working not just with making money, but with getting the data. Yes, that's the beauty of one of these kind of ad hoc making money things is that you get data and you get to test if people want demand. And so when I was telling my friend about this, she was like, well, if people don't buy, that's bad. Like, no, it's not. You're just trying to figure out if people want what you have. This is a great way for you to figure it out. If they don't buy, boom, you didn't spend any time, energy, or effort. Easy. You didn't spend any money. Okay. So here's what you want to do. Whatever it is that you're going to sell, we're going to call it an 8-week little program. That's it. 8 weeks kicking off on November 1st. 8 weeks kicking off on November 1st. We're going to put a price that is so low on it that is crazy. Now, if you're trying to do this with $2,500 and you don't have a following, stop that. Yeah, just stop. But we need no-brainer pricing. Anything below $99, and heck, anything, stupid pricing is below like $40. People don't even think twice about things under $40. So, hey, Lisa Humphrey, how you doing? So we're going to just go step by step and just really look at that and create something that's an 8-week program. And we're going to just put it out there to the world. Now, I'm about to blow your mind. You are not about to sell this thing. Nope. Right now, it's just an idea and a concept in your brain. So what you're going to do, and I'm going to use Heather as an example. So Heather is a copywriter, and she does copywriting, damn good copywriting. Okay. So we're going to use Heather as an example. Hey, Karen, how you doing? So Heather is going to have an idea for, all right, we're going to call it the Copywriting Club. You know what? We're going to make some quick cash. I want to help people upgrade their copywriting before 2019. Easy. So what Heather is going to do, she's going to go to 2 of her Facebook groups, because I know all of us are into at least 2 Facebook groups, and she's going to go to her personal page. And she's not going to do it all at the same time. She's going to do it one day and every day, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And all she's going to say is she's going to go in one group and be like, hey, y'all, I got an idea of creating a copywriting club. And I want to help those who are kind of stuck with upgrading their website or upgrading their email list before the beginning of the year. That's all she's going to do. Like, hey, if you're interested in something like this, just let me know and just comment. That's it. That's how you test demand, people. What? That's how you test demand. If nobody responds, guess what? That means you need to go and rework what you're doing. That means nobody's interested in what you're buying. I know. You're like, Phylecia, but everybody wants what I'm buying. No, everybody doesn't. If you get no responses, that means it's time for you to go back to the drawing board and tweak, because at that moment, people aren't interested in what you got, okay? But if people do respond, all right, now it's like, okay. Now, if it's only like 2 people, all right, you can reach out to them one-on-one and just say, hey, why don't you just sign up for a one-on-one with me and we can figure it out. But if you get 50 people, that means it's time to go. And what you will do is once you put that little Facebook post up in your 2 groups and on your personal page, you're just going to sit and wait. Sit on it for a week. You're going to sit and wait. Don't trigger too fast, okay? You're going to sit and wait and see what happens. And then you will respond and say, oh my gosh, thank you so much for the response. So what I'm going to do in the next 3 days, I'm going to DM all of you, or I'm going to email, however you want to reach out to people, and I'm going to send you the details. That's it. Now, in the background, this is what you need to do. Once you get proof that people want your stuff, all you got to do is go to PayPal and create a pay button. That's it. Like, seriously, that is it. Because how you're going to build this, you're going to build it all through Facebook in a private group. Spend no money. Use where everybody's already lurking. Don't cause yourself any extra stress. And I know you're like, oh, Phylecia, that's way too simple. I don't like that. It works, okay? It works, all right? Now, Heather is saying, I think this is exactly why people don't ask. They're afraid to hear that no one wants what they have to offer. Hey, if nobody wants what you have to offer, that's actually really good news. No, seriously. If nobody wants what you have to offer, it is really good news, because that means you did not waste another year paying for coaches and courses trying to sell something that people don't want. Here's the thing. We are in business, folks. You got to feed your budget. If people are buying things, if you are trying to sell stuff that people don't want, you're going to waste a lot of time. I've been there. So this is why I just want you to really pay attention to all of this, okay? Now, if you got any questions, put them down in the comment box, okay? Hey, Elisa, how you doing? So step 1, you're just going to form an idea in your beautiful little brain. That's all you're going to do. Whatever you want to call this thing, and you're going to go to 2 Facebook Facebook groups and your personal page. And all you're going to say is, you know what? I've been seeing people struggling with copywriting I've been seeing people struggling with copywriting, and I really want to help you make things better before the new year. If you're interested, I'm thinking about throwing a class together, just a little small class. Don't give the length of time. Don't give any details. Just say, I'm thinking about putting a class together. Let me know if you're interested, and I'll send you some details later. That's it. Stop trying to sell people on something that they don't even know what it is yet. Don't sell them. Ask if they want it. So this is how I did for the speaking class last year. So I did a class, build lasting authority on a $0 budget. That's all about getting speaking gigs. It is the basis of the land your next 5 gigs. What I did was I went into one Facebook group. Hey, Janice, how you doing? Okay, I'll explain that, Rashida. So what I did, I went into one of my groups and I just said, hey, I was at a meeting and a lot of people said they wanted gigs, and I've been pretty successful. So I was thinking about putting a class. If anybody's interested, just let me know and I'll put something together. That's all I did. No details, nothing. And then when people started responding, I was like, whoa, thank you all for the response. Give me 3 days. I actually sat on it for 2 weeks. And people just kept responding. And then I was like, all right, give me a couple of days and I'm going to give you all the details, and boom. And that's it. Now, my class was a live class, and so that worked out. But I did this with the Holiday Budgeting Club as well, and that worked out as well. So Rashida is asking, can you explain how to manage the PayPal link to the Facebook group? Do they pay first, then you let them in the group? Yes. Here's the thing, Rashida. Your group is not going to be seen on anywhere in Facebook. It's going to be private, not closed, but private. Like nobody else can see this. They can't even find this bad boy. Now you can make it closed. And then what you do on those little questions, they were like, did you pay yet? And if they say no, like, boom, you need to go to this link and pay. Now it's a very manual process. There's no real automation in this. If you know how to automate perfectly, what I did in the background, Rashida, was I put up a web page. I put up a web page, so when people paid, I had an email address, my MailChimp. It went to MailChimp, and it just sent them the link to the Facebook group. And I said, give me 24 hours, and I will let you in once I have confirmed that you've paid. That was it. That was it. It was nothing really. Trust me, there was no like fancy automations, no landing pages. There was nothing. It was just a page. Now, the way I have done this before, when I did it with my speaking class, if you are not a web developer, please do not get stuck on trying to create a web page for this. Don't do it. Go to Eventbrite. It is free. Create it in Eventbrite. That's it. That's all you need to do. It's a free page. Put in all your stuff. Click this. Connect it to your, even in Eventbrite, you don't even have to connect it to an email service thing. All you have to do is set up Eventbrite. And when people pay, it'll send them an automatic email. And then you put the link like, hey, welcome to the course. Here's the link to the Facebook group. Boom, you're done. At this point, you have spent no money, no real effort, and you've done proof of concept. Okay. Now I'm going to step through all it again because I know I kind of went all over the place, but thank you for that question, Rashida. So here's the first step. So if you are Heather is sitting here like, oh, I'm broke. I'm really, really broke. I need some money before December 31st. Boom. All right. I'm going to create the copywriting club. So Heather's first step she's going to do is she's going to go to her Facebook group and her personal page and say, hey, I'm thinking about creating this to help people do A, B, C, and D. Talk about the results, not the steps. Talk about the results. I want to help you have all these things. And I see a lot of people struggling at this, and I'm great at it. Make sure you show your expertise. I'm great at this. Boom. Let me help you and I'm thinking about doing this class. So that's all Heather's going to do. And she's going to sit on this bad boy for like a week or two just to see the response. All right. And when Heather sees that 25 people are interested, it's like, oh, okay. So the next thing Heather is going to do is go to Eventbrite, and she's going to create the sales page for this bad boy. Like, here's what we're going to learn. Here's what we're going to do. And here's all the features of it. And she's going to say that it's going to be an 8-week private Facebook group and a live video webinar thingamabobby every week. And all the videos will be there for life. You'll have access to this group for life. Boom. That's it. Next step she's going to do is put a no-brainer pricing on it, $99 or below. And then she's going to fiddle around with Eventbrite and find that little button in there so that when people buy, it'll automatically send the link to the closed Facebook group. And she's going to say, give me 24 hours and I'll let you in the group. And I'll let you know when we get started. That's it. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Questions? Yeah, it's not that hard. I did this for my speaking class last year and I sold out. And what's going to happen? Those 25 people that said yes, and when you put a price on it, they'll be like, oh, that's too much. But that's okay. That is okay. You're just weeding out the tire kickers. And then you're going to go down. And you could say, if you want a small group, like with me and my speaking class, to me, it had to be small group. The moment I released it out to the world, it was like 12 people only. I don't want any more folks. So that's what I did. Okay. And it sold out in like 2 weeks. It was great. It was great. It sold out in 2 weeks. I haven't done it again. I don't know if I want to do it again, but it sold out in 2 weeks. The same thing with the Holiday Budgeting Club. All you have to do is get into market research. And if you get to the point where people are like, oh my gosh, nobody responded, that is actually good. I have just saved you $25,000 in coaching fees and 362 days of non-sleepless nights, because now you have you figured out if people even want what you have. Okay. And Heather saying, there's my marketing and promo plan mapped out in less than 10 minutes. Yes, Heather, I'll send you an invoice, girl. So Heather, I mean, since I used you as the test case for this, what questions do you have, Heather? And for anyone else, what questions do you have about this method? And what I really want you to do is not spend a lot of time. I don't want you to get caught up in landing pages. And this was something I've talked about this on one of my behind the scenes. And my thing is, take what I'm telling you. I've done this myself and expand on it. But all I'm asking is that report back to me so I can make the process better even for me. What I want you to do is use free stuff that's already out there. The Facebook is already free. People are already lurking on Facebook. All you have to do is get them in. Now you might be asking, well, how do I go live inside the Facebook group? Boom, you got a phone. It's that simple. You do not have to spend any money. Now you can go get all fancy like me and pay for Zoom and stuff like that, but you have a phone, you have a Facebook, and you have Eventbrite. I don't want you to spend any money in your quest to make money, okay? The only thing you'll be paying for are the fees to process the people through Eventbrite. That's it, and you'll get a check. That's it. Hey, Donna, how you doing? Hey, thank you, Rashida. And this is like I call it a quick dumb down way to make some money. Now, you're not going to be able to, it depends on what you are doing and how you're setting it up. I was able to do this with my speaking class last year, and the price was $2.99 a person. Then I did a buy one, get one for like $3.99. It worked out very well, but I made it very, very limited. But if you want to just use Facebook for something like this, it's already free. You don't have to pay any money. You already got a phone. You're already paying that silly cell phone bill every month. Eventbrite is free. The only thing you have to pay for are processing fees. This is what I want you to do if you are stuck with trying to figure out how to make money. And the thing with Facebook groups is that you can expand this and go huge. And the beautiful thing about this, like once Heather gets all of this all set up, all she has to do is go create events inside of her Facebook group one by one and go ahead and just put them up there. So everybody knows when to show up. And if they don't show up, okay, that's fine. The videos will be here for the rest of your life. And here's another cool, tricky thing. Boom. Here's another cool, tricky thing. When you have done those videos in that Facebook group, and if the group went very, very well, guess what you just did? You just created your first course. So the Holiday Budgeting Club is actually coming back this year. Last year, I charged $39 for it, or $29. It ain't going to be $29 for it because I already have the videos. I already have the feedback from the people in the group of some of the things that I missed. It was like, ooh, good point. I went and worked on it. So now when I come back with the Holiday Budgeting Club this year on November 1st, it'll be very, very different. Now, the price may still be low. You know, it's nothing crazy. I'm not trying to do anything outrageous, but I want it so people can come in because I really do want people to be to have some help through the holidays with their money. So what do you all think? Hey, Amy. Thank you. So what do you all think? Is this something that makes sense? It really is a simple hack. It is a simple hack that can create many opportunities. And what you have to do first is test the market. If nobody wants what you have, that's okay. Because what a lot of you may do, you're going to put something up and nobody's going to respond. One or two things, that means either people don't understand what you're doing, and that means you need to use better words and make it simple. Dumb it down to a 5-year-old. Like, really. I was in a class over the weekend and people were like, well, what do you do? I do all this. And then, the teacher was like, get to the point. What do you sell? So I know this. If I'm talking about speaking, I help you get speaking gigs. Boom. That's it. If you don't know how to find gigs, I know how to help you. Just sign up. You need to make it simple for people to understand. So if nobody's responding, that means you need to tweak your words and understand so people can be very clear. And here's the thing. If you're using more than 4 sentences in this thing that you're going to test out to the market in Facebook, that means you're talking way too much. All right. If I got to read a lot, I'm probably tuning out. I just want to get to the point. Don't do video for this one. Don't do video for this one because people don't turn up the volume. I want you to just use basic words. Don't use the fancy Facebook thing with the colors in the background. Just use straight up words like, hey, everyone, I'm thinking about putting together a class to help people with A so that you can achieve boom. If you're interested, just respond back here and I'll give you more details soon. That's it. Heather is like, I don't have any questions because I was clear. Thank you, Heather. Rashida was saying, now I need to find a topic people want help with. Rashida, what do you do? Put it down here. I only have about 10 minutes and I need to go jump in the car and get ready for my speaking gig. So Rashida, tell me what you do. Donna's saying, what is a realistic time frame expectation for knowing if your info is sticking? Will folks want it? You'll know pretty instantly. Here's the thing, Donna, what I was telling people, sit on it for a week or two. Don't respond to anything for a week. And then once you're ready, go and like, okay, I'll send you and just say, I'll private message you. Typically, you'll know within, Facebook goes pretty quick. You'll know within 48 hours if people want what you have. And if it's taking a month for people to respond, that means people don't want what you have. I hate to say it that way, but if you put something out there and people are like, oh my gosh, yes. So like, seriously, if I were to put out a thing that says, does anyone want Brad Pitt to come to their house and cook dinner tomorrow night? I can make that happen if you're interested. It won't take that long. It really won't take that long. It won't take that long. Seriously. Cassie said, where has this video been all my life? It was so funny. It just triggered in my brain. I actually talked about this. I don't know which show. I did it like twice on a couple of Saturdays. I did it last year, and right before I did the How to Land Speaking Gigs and Podcast Week, I did a video on how I'm manipulating Facebook to do this. But it triggered yesterday because I had a friend. She was just trying to figure out, like, I'm getting stuck with this stuff, and I was like, look, just pre-sell. And I know she got like that. She got that look, the pre-sale face, and I was like, trust me, pre-selling is the best thing you can do. Every course, when I released Budget School, when I was out speaking, I pre-sold it. And I told people it won't be open for a year. I had 30 people who bought it. So I needed proof that people would pay for it. When I did my speaking class, I just threw a thing. Even when I did my very first workshop of Budget School, I did it the same way. I was like, hey, is anybody interested in this? And people were like, yes. So you get 20 yeses. And then when you send them the link to pay, then you'll get like 10. And that's what you need. You need to weed out the tire kickers. Okay. But it honestly does not take long for you to get proof of concept. And the moment you get people who actually pay. Now, here's the tricky part. You do not release this to the wild yet. That means the public. You don't release your sales page to the wild until you get at least 3 people paying you first. And the moment you get 3 people paying, now you have proof of concept that people want it. Now you can put it out like with your sales page and like, oh my gosh, I got people who are lining up to get into this class. I'm only taking like 5, 10, 15 more people. Here's the link if you want to join. Now you can go sell it to the rest of the people. But I want you to have proof of concept first, okay? Rashida saying, I teach Chinese kids English online. I'm a local politician. I just received my doctorate. Hey, Dr. Rashida. I'm a veteran. I'm a speaker. All right. Ooh, Rashida, you're a good one. Rashida, you teach Chinese kids English online. All right, Rashida, that means you need to go after the parents. You need to go after the parents. And you probably need to do like a crash course English 101 boot camp, learn the basics, and you have to go after the parents and do it like this. Like, hey, any of you parents out there got kids that are being left behind because they're not learning English fast enough. Maybe we'll figure out a way to do an 8-week 101 boot camp type thing. I'm really speaking off the top of my head. I'm going to have to think about you a little bit more, Rashida. I have to think about you a little bit more. But you got to go after the parents, and you got to like hit the parents because you're not going to give everything. You're just going to give people a taste of you in your English 101 club. So what you'll have to do is kind of figure out what that need is. If there are Chinese parents who kids can't afford the big time classes or are getting left behind, you may have to like dig into that pain point right there, because all their friends are doing it. So you got to really think about that one. Heather is saying, sweet Lord, you gave us a template too. This might be a great course for you, how to start making money in less than a week. I should do that. Thank you. Maybe I'll do that and take these videos and stick it in the course. I'm like a course generating machine now. There you go. Amy is saying, I had a friend do something similar and she had takers almost immediately. Filled her program in 2 days. I mean, it really doesn't take that long. The only reason it took long for me with my speaking class was because I think I was actually on the road speaking and I didn't have time to figure out what I was going to sell. And I needed a location. But the moment I put the link up, literally the moment I put the link up, there were 8 people in it, like instantly within a day. And it took another week and a half to fill it up to the 15. I even had people calling me at 8:00 the night before asking to get into the class. That's how crazy it was. So all you have to do is test out the concept. And if people want it, they'll jump on it. So, they will jump on it. And if it's taking like 2 weeks to get, after 1 week, if you only get like 5 responses, you need to tweak it because either people aren't really that interested, or they're not clear on what you're doing. So don't use a lot of words. Just make it really, really simple. Okay. Cassie, you're funny. Any other questions? I got to go put some shoes on and go dazzle an audience. So if you want to hang out with me, hey Carol, how you doing? If you want to hang out with me, I'm going to be posting to Facebook as well, but all of the live action will be coming from Instagram. Hey Shalise, how you doing over on Instagram? So all of the live action will be coming from Instagram, and it's going to be a fun day. So for those of you who don't know, I am emceeing my first conference today. So that's why I'm all dolled up. I know you probably think I did it for you. I love you. I do dress up for you, but I'm dressing up extra for those people. I don't put on Spanx for you, but I put on Spanx for everybody else. So I got the Spanx on, got the legs all glossy, got all waxed up. We're about to go dazzle an audience and make some things happen. So I'm really, really excited. I'm really, really excited for today. So if you want to go over to Instagram, go to Instagram and follow all the ins and outs. Then, I got to give you the PSA. I am actually on the road starting Saturday. I have 3 speaking engagements in Orlando. So I'm going to be coming to you live Saturday morning. I may be in an airport. We'll see where I am Saturday morning. All right. So, thank you. Thank you, Donna. All right. So let me know if this was helpful. If this was helpful, make sure you go watch the replay. My goal, remember, September is all about planning for the next 90 days. If any of you are new to me, we are trying to figure out what we're going to do starting October 1st to end the year on top, because I know a lot of us need to make money before the end of the year, and a lot of us need to make decisions if we have a business. So that's what I'm here to do. And I wanted to just give you a crash course. If you cannot figure out how to make any money, all you got to do is follow this little template. I've done it before. It absolutely works. It's just one thing that you can pop out every quarter. Not every quarter. You're not going to be able to do this all the time because people will be like, she's going to do it again. This is actually a one-time deal. So this is something you only do like once or twice a quarter. But it's kind of fun just to like, hey, we need some quick cash so I can buy some shoes or something. That's not what we do. That's not what we do with our money. Remember that. We're going to get back to regular budgeting soon. All right, folks. Kat was saying this is very helpful. Thanks, Phylecia. Have a blast at the event. You'll rock it. Thank you, everyone. It's going to be fun. Like I said, I do have a last minute emergency ticket. You'll have to text me if you want to come to this event. Hey, Liney, how you doing? But I'm off now. Have an amazing day. Let me sign off on Instagram first. So everyone on Instagram, thank you so very much. Monica and Shalise, thank you. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about morning routines. I'm going to have my friend and business coach, Miss Tiffany Lanier. She's going to be on so we can jumpstart our morning routines because you're going to need it because you're going to focus come October 1st. So for Instagram, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Bye. For everyone else, I appreciate you. Big old hearts. Is that a heart? I don't know. It's like a Batman mask. So big hearts. And, I appreciate you. I love every last one of you. Friday, the hair can come down. I don't have that much hair, but I can semi-relax and then I'm back on it again. So have an amazing day. If you need me, take care. Happy budgeting. If you need speaking gigs, go over to keepupmrsjones.com/your next 5 so we can get more gigs on your calendar. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.